Hey, Leo. I think we're live. Hey, Leo. I can never quite tell. It takes a couple of go-rounds for this to really connect because I do most of my readings live stream now. So, hey, gang, how are you? Happy July. Leo, you're going to have another fabulous month. Last month, I'll get to this in a second. Last month, we were talking all about love, like really intense, really serious, beautiful love. So this month, given the cards that have come out, it's a continuation of that. Check it out. That is lightning. And you have seriously been struck by lightning, Leo. Look at that. Check it out. You see the figure inside the card? Woo-wee! You are feeling electrified by... There's a couple things going on. As you know, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And I deal with the sacred. My guides just said the sacred and the mundane. So I do my best, given what the energies are in a given month. We're going to talk all about love. We're going to talk about you as a sentient being, an electrified being, spiritual being here in this place for this moment of this Capricorn full moon eclipse. It's going to change everything. We're going through another inception point, and we've been traveling through them. You've been feeling it. I know, because I've seen the cards that have been coming out. So, you know, Leo, you're fabulous. You're just my guys are saying, like the most fun kind of radiant energy of the sun. You do have a big heart, and you have a gigantic capacity for love. And for some of you, at long last, you're getting to use it. You're experiencing it. So somebody has electrified you. Look at right in the center of your heart center and your will center. Ooh, Leo, it's fabulous. So the other thing that's here, which I really like, really love this. Look at, there you go. So in the animal medicine deck that I have, actually there is no Leo, there's no lion. But here we have jaguar. And this is about you, whoever this is that you're just head over heels in love with. And, you know, think widely always. Could be my guides just said, it could be just your life. You could be in a period of extreme happiness. I think you're just head over heels in love with someone. And that is electrifying and illuminating you as a being, your heart, your mind, your perspective, your outlook. Part of what's happening as this evolves is that you are making a commitment. And, well, my guides are telling me, yes, it's a commitment. However, it's a naturally occurring outgrowth because you want this love to last in a way that's gigantic. So you are going to be very stealth with your own self, which means you are working as hard as you can to be brilliantly honest, to be impeccable with your thoughts and your words and your deeds, and to show leadership. You're rising to the highest level of your capacity. And some of you are coming into a very high state of maturity within yourself. And that's not often easily done. So you're probably having a lot of realizations about yourself, and you're growing into yourself because the way you love this person, whoever it is, it's all those things combined and more. So it's taking you to new heights, new places, distant shores. Some of you, I think, because we see this, easy to interpret that some of you have a long distance love. Okay, my guides are saying, certainly true. They want me to focus more on the things I just said. So you're going to the distant shores within yourself. And part of the reason we're focusing that way is because of the eclipse. Venus has just gone direct a couple days ago. It's carrying you forward. And I think whoever this person is, they are fully reciprocating. Some of you have met your love of a lifetime, your mate, your true mate, things like that. So Leo, you're standing in your power, and you are understanding yourself as a leader inside your love relationship. So we're not talking about dominance. I'm not talking about you're the one who makes all the decisions. It's not that. You're leading by example. That's what being impeccable is all about. And because you're infusing yourself in the relationship with this commitment that you're making, your love, your true love is able and willing to respond in kind, which just brings the happiness up to its fullest level. So in light of all of that, we've got Venus going direct. We've got everybody else in retrograde. On Tuesday, 2 days from now, we're going to have a conjunction between Pluto and Jupiter, and I see it all over this reading. In addition to that, most of you know we have a very intense eclipse coming forward in the sign of Capricorn that is going to turn, my guides are talking about like ratcheting up the destiny, ratcheting since the beginning of the year. So now we're kind of at the midpoint. We've been through, we will have been through 3 eclipses. So please go, there's links below. After the video, go into the information box. Look at some of the astrology readings that I have placed there from some of the astrology readers that I find most enlightened. And certainly if you have your own favorite, go look at the planetary aspects, not just about your personal life. So my guides want me now to sort of just remind you that if you're showing up here in this channel, you're here to get some messages from them. Did you see the light just change? So they're here, they want to speak with you about you as a sacred string of energy, as a person in a place of leadership in your life, in this world, because you have it in you, you came in with it. So that's the King of Cups. That's you. That's all the things I've been talking about. The King of Cups in this deck is the King of Art, and the King of Art is a sacred pathfinder. His spear clears away obstacles. He has sacred vision, long vision. He can shapeshift and travel back and forth to the mystical realm because the pathfinding that he does is in connection with the spirit realm, the mystical realm, the divine source. So again, just mirroring the words that have already come out about what this means for you as a person. So, when you're in this kind of a relationship, part of what's really important is you have to stand in your own self. And you meet your lover at the intersection of those 2 things. In fact, the rune for partnership is an X. And it means 2 sentient beings, each in their whole in themselves, but intersecting at a center point. So that's what's going on. All right. So we're gonna explore a little bit about your pathway into and through this love for the month of July. And my guides again want to remind you that because of who you are, because of this experience, you are being literally illuminated. Thank you, Spirit. They're talking about, okay, I get it. They're talking about the illuminated path of yourself as a soul traveler and how that affects the turning of the planet and the destiny that we're all walking into, the path we're trying to find, the illuminated path that is the path of love energy, the beauty way, my guides are saying. So that's the theme. They're going like this. They're talking about the energy. So there's you, of course. Look at that, you fabulous warrior. A lot going on in this card. This young man is fully vested in his own power. He has come into his maturity. He's youthful, he's vigorous, he's open. You see the blue kilt? He's been transformed. And his sword is, the tip of his sword is right at the spiral of destiny. And he is able to take care of his family. That's what it's all about. That's the backstory. And we see in the background, if you don't know some of the mythology of Ireland and some of the sacred places, are passage tombs. And behind this young man, we see the sun coming up over the top of a passage tomb, a mound, a sacred burial, ancient burial mound. So I believe part of the message is you've come here into this place for this time, for this awakening that's going on, carrying the radiant energy of the awakener, a reflection of Uranus, because we need you. We really need you. And because you're wielding it so well, you've been able to attract to yourself just somebody, I wish, I don't even have the words. for how I'm feeling what it feels like for you. So make sure to put some messages below. Look at that. That's the 10 of Cups. So all the things already been said. We're talking about the universal sacred consciousness of the love energy of Pisces. And you're going to see it in yourself. You're going to discover this aspect of yourself, and it's going to cause you to further transform. And it is, in part, so it's all the astrology, it's all those things. It's also the effect of this kind of a quantum partner that electrifies you and causes you to be able to meet your enlightenment. It's intensely beautiful while you're just kind of walking through your life. You met somebody in a place, I think, where some of you just had no anticipation. I think some of you just walked into it. So you are also having, my guys are talking about distant shores. Although some of you are probably having a long distance relationship, they're talking about all the potential, right? So maybe you're planning travel, etc. Primarily, when it comes to this love relationship, you are taking the long view. You are looking far into the future. And in your heart, gathering together, and in your life, providing that which is needed in order to have a long-term stable relationship and take this relationship as far across the waters, meaning the love element, as is humanly possible. Whoops. Look. See that? Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Spirit. Love that. I love when my guides interject and help me do the reading. All right, so look. See the seeds? Well, what you're looking at is the tree of life. That's you, Leo, standing strong in your life. And what you're doing is propagating seeds and sending them out on the wind. And the reason it's possible is because we have Gemini in the North Node, able to accept all the love energy that Cancer and Capricorn worked on for the past 18 months. And now we have a fire sign in the South Node and an air sign in the North Node. You're going to be able to let go of the past. If you've got any troubles from the past, outmoded belief systems, etc., 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 that may have been holding you back from this kind of a love or success in this kind of love, you're going to be able to let it go now. You're going to see it. My guides are saying you are going to see it for what it truly is. And you are going to be able to come into the full knowledge of your existence, the full understanding of love energy, and that is going to cause you to generate seeds, and they're going to go out on the wind into, taken by the North Node, Gemini, an air sign, and carried out into the cosmos of the planet. So my guides are talking about the atmosphere, the place where all humans actually are connected with our brains and with our hearts. Go look that up on the internet. It's proven now by science. We literally, when our hearts beat, we can feel it. And it's the reason our hearts are all cracked open now. Because of all these tragedies that we're living through, it cracks us open. We are available now to universal consciousness. And it is creating the seeds from each one of us going out into the universe. And look, Leo, there's the sun. There you are. You're just coming into the fullness of your beauty and your power. And you've got every abundant item that you need, and most of that is yourself. So do you see that person has been transformed? They look tattooed. They're standing at the sacred chalk drawing at Epona, the sacred hill. That's the protector of lore in this deck. So while all of this stuff is happening and you're being impeccable and thinking about the long view in your relationship, you have made a commitment, or you're going to be feeling the commitment because of all the realization, the commitment to protect what is sacred. Beyond yourself, beyond your lover, beyond the beautiful space that the two of you create together. I love this, Leo. You're just, it's such a wonderful time to be a Leo. You're seriously in your own. Okay? Look, the Emperor. Do we have any questions about you? Fabulous Leo. I think not. My guides are saying, I think not. So, as the month goes by, please, it's always backwards. I don't know why I can't figure it out. All right, there we go. So, as the months go by, make sure you just allow yourself to be as joyful as you can be. Because you are extremely serious about your endeavors, all the things I've been talking about. So that's the Emperor card. In this deck, it's known as the Keeper of Harmony. The strategy with which you do your life and with which you operate within yourself and your new position and your relationship. My guys are saying it's a new relationship. For some of you, yeah, of course. And, I think in these days, for some of you, might have been married for 20 years. And suddenly something turns. And you look at your partner and that fire gets ignited again. Or because of the changes you're both going through, because of all the astrology and the fact that your hearts are cracked open, you can see each other again. And what is more beautiful than that? I had a really good friend once and we were having conversations about relationship, and she said, I was married for just 11 years or more, and for a long time, for 5 or 6 of those years, I hated my husband. I couldn't stand him. We were at such odds, and we had young kids, so we were slogging through, and she said, and all of a sudden, I don't even know what happened. Something happened, and we were madly in love again. So I always encourage people to slog through the hard times and trust and faith in yourself and your partner. Do your work. Somehow you'll find your way back. So I am getting all tingly. So we must be hitting on a theme that is for some of you. So, in the soul part of your existence, look at that. You're very grounded. So you're having this incredibly exalted experience, in touch with the divine, traveling back and forth to the universe, electrified from some distant divine source energy. And despite all of that, you are grounded and you are flowing into the energy. That's why the lightning strike, in part, my guides are saying. So as a result of all that, on a soul level, if we look at you as a sentient being, you've come into your wisdom place. Very calm, very centered, very mature. Your hands are open. You're ready to receive whatever wisdom comes to you. Because you're not the center of the universe. You're a member of the universe. You're a part of a partnership. That is the Hermit card. How beautiful. So you have the ability to pierce the darkness and go deep, really deep, into whatever the endeavors are in your particular setting, my guides are saying. Okay? So quite fabulous. This is on a, okay, so this is the theme of the reading. You as the sacred pathfinder, the illuminated path, the beauty way. This is on a soul level. It's the reflection of this in your soul. Okay, my guides are saying your soul's achievements, your soul's desires, the contract that you made before you came here, to be here in this moment, to embody this energy, have it literally radiate out of you. And really, honestly, I want to assure you, because of my experiences as a fire sign, you do carry radiant energy. And you have the capacity to, wield it and radiate it no matter where you go. And if you've been following along, you've heard me tell stories about what happens when you go into the grocery store, or when I go into Home Depot and it's just a shite show in there on a Saturday afternoon and everybody's cranky and impatient, and you just stand there and literally just let it just take some breaths and, okay, well, here I am. Must be a reason why I'm here. So while I'm standing here waiting my turn, I'm just going to share some of this bounty and watch the energy shift and change around you. I guarantee you, it'll be an enlightening experience. So you have that capacity. It's part of what the universe has vested you with and asks you for in these moments. That's part of why you're being illuminated. And Leo, the King of Pentacles. There you are. Look at that fabulous outfit. New growth and transformation. You've always got a pig on the spit. There's another one out in the poke. Oh my God, it said out in the yard. You have no lack. This man was a peasant in this deck, and he rose to become the king because of his inherited wisdom. Do you see he's got his cup in his hand? Look at him. He's almost a little shocked. He's very happy. He's very calm and serene. And he's kind of got this bemused look on his face like, I don't know how this happened to me, but oh my God, I'm so happy. I can't wipe the smile off my face. Leo, so beautiful. My guy just said it's so pretty. Hang on, I want to show you something. I want to show you how it stacks up on the table, okay? Look. See that? The Wheel of Fortune is turning up. The seeds of your life are being germinated and blown out into the universe. Okay, thank you. My guys are telling me that was for me, they said, to help me remember. Yeah, that radiant energy coming off you. And here's the final act. My guides are saying, here's the final act of courage, or the final act of knowing that the reason the King of Knowledge looks like that, because he knows he's in direct communication with the universe. Now I'm getting choked up. That's the Sacred Grandmother. Just see what she's doing. Weaving together the strings of your destiny. Look how sweet and tender, beautiful, and supportive. So that's the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, right? Smack together. The Queen of Pentacles is often known as the Sacred Grandmother. And what she does is she sits suspended in the universe, weaving together the strings of destiny of her sacred lineage. So I do think those of you who are really engaged in this kind of a love, this is what it's all about. Your lover may have manifested you. You manifested each other. And you are extraordinarily happy, not just in an earthly way, but you know you have a deep spiritual bond. And, I think when that kind of love comes forward, it does make you giddy. It brings you into your wisdom place. Absolutely. Because it's love energy that moves everything. My guys just said that moves mountains. It moves you in this way. And I think you're going to have, some of you are really having a serious Big Bang moment, a shocking awakening. So, that thing that people call twin flames, my guides reject that notion because they say, no, everybody's here is a sentient being. You're not split in half and all that kind of stuff. And for some discussional level, part of what they're saying is, that's just what they have to say about it. They don't care. It's important for you to know that you're a sentient being. And because we are all energy, there's two things that make up the human body. Energy, space. That's it. The space between the electrons. The space between the atoms. That is the place that is spirit infused. That is the place that you carry the quantum energy that caused you to form into matter and arrive into this place. That's the place in which you're being electrified, becoming into contact with someone whose quantum spectral energetic signature vibrates in a frequency that is perfectly matched with yours. It'd be a fun thing to go get a tarot reading or an astrology reading when you have this experience, because you can learn, in my experience, having done those things, for lots of people, you learn an amazing amount about yourself. So this is what you're going through. This is what you're going to experience in the month of July. And when you come through the eclipse and that gateway, the past closes. The things from the past are, my guides just said renounced. Interesting. And you get to come into the full measure of this. Look, this is why I've been talking about love the whole reading. It's all over the whole reading, okay? So understand, my guides always want me to say, look, we are talking about you and yourself, you in the spirit realm, you as a sentient being. We know what that means. That's the Eight of Wands, by the way. The story is there was a couple. The female had a spell cast upon her by somebody who was jealous to keep these two apart. So she went through sort of a rapid fire death and rebirth through mystical means. And then the spell was thrown off and she was able to look across the room and run to her lover, and they ran to the fireplace, held each other close, started to transform into pure energy. They went up the smoke hole, the chimney. When they got to the atmosphere, they turned into swans and flew away. And swans are one of the animals upon the earth that mate forever. So you know what, fabulous Leo, I'm so happy for you. I think some of you, although we don't particularly, my guys are focused on the energy and the relationship and the long-term prospects for this relationship and how it electrifies both of you clearly. So if you are at a distance, there is going to be an enormous amount of messaging and text messages and emails and Zoom visits and, FaceTime and all that kind of stuff. Messages coming across the waters from distant shores. Some of you, okay? Some of you, the distant shores are going to be traveled on the inside because of what is going to be coming forward. So let's pick from the runes. Spirit, is there anything more that beautiful Leo might want to, like I just said, experience within the experience? What is that piece of advice maybe for beautiful Leo to help keep themselves grounded? Okay, Leo, what the heck is... Oh, Leo, this is beautiful. So, kind of what I was saying, that's the rune for the self. It talks about something that causes you to just stand still, almost as if you're frozen, right? And it talks about like the winter of your life and things like that. But as the book goes on with the explanation, it talks about the sun coming out and melting the ice. And suddenly you're in your full brilliance. So I love that came out for you, Leo. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm really appreciative of this reading. It was nice to have a really happy, beautiful reading today. I thank you all for being here. Very much looking forward to hearing what you are experiencing and how you see yourself as an actor in this world while the shift and change comes forward and we all travel together into the love element. Thanks so much, Leo. I'm going to click off now, but I'm really excited about, hearing about your month coming forward. And Goddess willing, I'll be here in August. I cannot believe it'll be August again already. All right. Thanks, gang. Bye.